thanks for sharing all these insights with us. Sam, I know that during a program, there's going to be issues to deal with, difficult situations to rectify and all that. But surely there's also some rewarding stories as well of people who have had, upgrades that have changed their lives.
Oh, absolutely. It's good to see that the work that we're doing is really, really helpful for them, and to be part of a program that has been able to facilitate change in their life when otherwise they've not been able to do it for whatever reason. And even late in the program, being able to add a new person in because we've had an opening or whatever reason we had to drop out or whatever the case was, able to get someone in and say, look, we've managed to get this in, you don't have to wait anymore, we're able to do it for you, and just get it in over the line. Those days are heartwarming and what makes it worthwhile.
Oh, lovely. What about you, Michael? Have you got any success stories that you can share with us?
Yeah, look, absolutely. Probably one of the more challenging and also more rewarding stories from one of the more recent programs we've done. The client was an older lady who did not speak any English at all, not in any capacity. And her very friendly neighbour had nominated her for the program in the hopes that we could do something to improve her living standards, which were pretty bad. We've been through kind of 3 or 4 different approaches, even just communicative approaches to get through to the client, to explain who we are, what we're doing, what we would like to do. And of course, we've got permission, but the client's on board and all the rest of it. And this culminated in a full rewire of a house, which was delivered, kind of on time, under budget, and also means that the client gets to use half of their house again. They've been without power for 20 years, 15 years. Half the house just completely dead. So we've been able to actually restore power to the entirety of the house, make it all usable, give her air conditioning as well, to make summer, winter livable, bearable again. We've got ceiling insulation done for this client as well. Just a bunch of, really major and desperately needed works. The last, the switchboard's kind of a very old style, very old fuses, not compliant at all, not safe at all. Thankfully, kind of half the house didn't work because it was really very dangerous. So to be able to get through all of that, and then, back through translators to get, really lovely, really heartwarming feedback from the client was, it's special, it makes it worthwhile. And, as we were saying before, part of delivering these programs is the variety of the work you get, and, the variety of, not so much the problems, but the challenges that we receive and that we have to work our way around and, build bespoke solutions for. We had one particular client in an apartment which are kind of very hard to deal with and to retrofit in a really meaningful way. You're very limited by the building envelope and the structure as it stands. But we were able to make some, it was a very bespoke solution, imported parts from Germany, custom built housings and all the rest of it. And, and a really good result, and a really happy client, a really grateful client, who is now knitting socks for both the tradesman and myself, who've done this work, which is very cute, very adorable. I'm looking forward to them. I really need them. It's just cold, but it's it's another really heartwarming kind of aspect of it, and I guess it's part of the reason we get up in the morning and come and do this work. It's a good time. Yeah.
Well, thank you both for sharing these stories with us.